Today we will be having a $100 versus $500 versus $1,000 model airport building challenge.
Hey guys, my name is Krabby Aviation 25 and I'll be having $100 to build my model airport.
Yo guys, I'm UV Studios, and in today's video, I will be getting $500 to build my model airport.
Back to me, Will's Aviation. I will be getting the $1,000 airport. We each have the same goal: build the best model airport possible with our assigned budget. Now with that said, let's head to Krabby.
Hello everyone, my name is Krabby Aviation 25 and this is my dog and this is Benjamin Franklin. I say Benjamin Franklin because he is on the $100 bill and I have $100 to build a very realistic model airport. So I'll be sharing with you all the stuff that I got to build this model airport and in the end a very nice cinematic of the airport. Enjoy! Alright, here's all the stuff that I bought to build this model airport. And here is all the stuff that I got off of Lowe's, except the Mod Podge. From the paint to these paint trays to this spray adhesive to even these fences, it was around 40 bucks in total. Then we have Michael's, where I have some cool static grass and a ton of Posca pens, and the static grass made a great realistic touch. Overall, this was around $37. Then for the other aviation essentials I got off of Amazon. First up were some Zephyr models that I got for 40 bucks. They came in a great slided container with 96 different pieces of GSC, which is very realistic and added a great touch to the airport. Then came the jet bridges. In the box it would come with 2 notes and 7 different bags with all the different pieces needed to build this. There's a QR code on the back of this piece of paper that you see in front of me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and just build one of them very fast and so you can see the final result. By the way, all these pieces are going to be in different bags, and in this case there's around 5 jet bridges. So you have 5 of the same different pieces in 7 different bags. Overall, the construction is very easy and smooth, and overall I think it is a great price point and very good for your model airports. Definitely a recommend. And as you can see, the final result looks very good and realistic. I also got some model water for about 11 bucks, which made this very cool realistic lake. And I also 3D printed some of my GSC, including cones, workers, fuel trucks, buses, and cars. Overall, this was about $3 worth of filament, and overall a very fast way to get GSC. So yeah, I may have went over budget by just a little bit, but overall this made my airport 10 times more realistic. Well, that's it for mine. Hope you liked it, and let's move on to UV Studios.
Yo guys, it's UV Studios, and in this video, I will be presenting my $500 Porte Palma model airport. When I decided to make Porte Palma, I wanted to do something different that nobody had tried before, and that was a scenic tropical island. I chose this location because I knew I could make this model airport unique and different from other airports by adding things such as beaches, palm trees, and so much more. This airport would also be able to handle a unique variety of aircraft. I have spent so much time working on the ground textures, ground markings, GSE, terminals, and everything that really brings this airport to life. I am very happy with the results of this airport because I really think that it pushes the limits of 1/400 realism. By making this airport, I've been able to incorporate so many new techniques, such as toothpicks and cobblestone streets. When I was making this airport, I decided to focus a lot on the land side and less on the aircraft apron, and that's why I've added so much stuff such as a plane spotting hill, static model grass, houses by the beach, a hotel, a general aviation section, an interior to my terminal, and so much more. Right here is the Porte Palma Resort, where we can even see that it has a poolside balcony. And here is a shot of the general aviation section, featuring airlines like Liat Air and Win Air, which both travel between the Caribbean islands. I will add some general aviation aircraft later and paint them in those liveries. And now for the coolest part of Porte Palma, which is definitely that it lights up, as over here you can see the entire front courtyard is lit up, as well as this terminal interior, where you can see some shops inside, as well as a staircase and a waiting area. All the roads in Porte Palma even have lamps on the side, as it makes the airport feel real even at night. As you can see here, even the restaurant and resort are lit up, which reveals a full interior, and you can also see lights on the poolside balcony of the hotel, where you can plane spot from even at night. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Porte Palma, and now it's time to head to the best airport of this entire video, the $1,000 model airport.
Alright, now it's my turn. I had $1,000 to build my model airport, which sounds like a lot, but when you're building an entire airport, that money disappears way faster than you think. You even might have less empty space and more airliners, but it's all about the small details. So I had to be pretty careful about where I spent my money. First up, the terminal. This is probably the biggest part of the airport, so I wanted to make sure it actually looked like something you'd see in a real airport. I based it off of Pepe, Tahiti in the French Peninsula. Then, I spent a pretty big chunk of a budget on the fleet, because I wanted to have a good mix of airliners and aircraft types. I have United 787, Hawaiian A330, Air France 777, Air Tahiti 787, one of my most expensive models, costing a crazy $80, Fuji 737 MAX, and finally, an Atlas Air 747. I also got a few private jets and just island hoppers around the airport. And yes, I know putting this many aircraft on here probably wasn't the best financial decision, but we're ignoring that. After that, I really feel like I mastered this part, adding extraordinary amount of details on the airport, as well as painting the ramp, taxiways, and runway, just like Pepe Tahiti is like in real life. Because if I'm not going to spend $1,000 on an airport, I might as well make it look like what I'm doing. And this is where I think the extra money really starts to show. It's not necessarily one giant thing that makes the airport better, it's all little detail. I also spent, this is about $100 worth of Posca pens, but for the ones I used, it was only about $50. Also after that, I spent a lot of money on my ground service equipment, or GSE. Most of this stuff is 3D printed by Jet Set Models, but also some of it is 3D printed by me. Next up, I worked on the scenery. This is one of the best parts that you can make on your model airport. Even if you don't have grass or anything and you don't have the budget for it, you can even grab just a green marker and color in your empty space. But today I do have the budget for it, so I used all these different grasses and trees and even some rocks to just spread around the airport. I also did have some palm trees that I did use, but they fell down. Well, I guess that's it for the $100, $500, and $1,000 airport. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you for watching today's video.